Hello, 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 Twitch. Welcome to the takeaway with me as your host, Munif, and Melissa Gomez. How are you, Melissa?
Hi guys. I'm well. In spirit. I'm well in spirit. I'm a little bit under the weather. So that's why I'm all bundled up.
I hope I
Um,
didn't virtually get you sick.
no, no. It feels like it though. It's like
I'm so sorry you're under the
Interesting.
weather. So Melissa, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you? Who is Melissa Gomez?
Well, I'm still I guess in my beginning stages of my REI journey. I joined Sub 2 um in August,
Yes.
and before then, my past life, I worked for a general contractor. So I did a bunch of commercial buildings, um, some for Facebook, Amazon, UCLA. So I've always been around kind of construction, and my parents were like fix and flippers as well.
I
Um,
knew that.
yeah, they did it in an interesting way though. They would buy the ugly homes, but we would live in them. That would be our next primary residence, and
Oh,
we
yeah,
would
yeah.
we would fix them up as we were living in them. So like some of my like Saturdays like were spent like laying down tile instead of watching cartoons.
Oh crap. So you know your way around a hammer.
I'd say so.
Wow. I don't know which end to hold a hammer in.
Just don't hurt yourself.
No, I don't.
Safety first.
Yeah. So you grew up in a household where you guys were fixing and flipping. You guys put sweat equity in your houses. You've got experience in renovations. So what got you interested in Sub Two and joining the Sub Two community?
Honestly, like the community aspect and just the culture around it was like just really enticing. And that's what really attracted me to it. It's not just some like program where it's like, oh, watch these, modules, or here's 6 weeks worth of modules.
Right.
Like that's like those are great, obviously, but like by far, I would say like that's like that doesn't even come close to what's the most valuable thing in
Right.
Sub 2, and that's the community, and the net and the networking. Honestly, like the only way to go far in real estate is you just partner up with other people. Like I have no idea how you would like do this alone. Like I don't even think it's possible.
Yeah, you can't. I tried it for like 2 years. Hi, Nicole. Nicole says, "Hi, Melissa. You look warm."
Yes, I am warm.
It's you look so cozy, and that's exactly how I felt because it's cold. Like everything around is so cold when you're sick, and you're just like you want to bundle up and you know.
I know it's ironic because I'm in Los Angeles, but I'm
Oh.
still, I'm a spoiled brat when it comes to the weather. Like a little ounce of cold, and I'm like, nope. Like I'm just like bundling up.
That's amazing. So where are you now in your real estate journey?
Well, right now I'm just my goal is just to put myself in a position where I'm just constantly talking to motivated sellers. I have you to thank for to help me put myself in that position. Because you just gotta. I feel like for me, I just gotta just throw myself in the deep end. That's how I learn, honestly.
Yeah.
And like doing this Twitch, honestly, is a part of that. Um, so yeah, just talking to sellers. I've told you my goals for next year is I'd like to get my first Airbnb next year, um, and at least get 50K by June. My birthday
50K
is
by June. When's your birthday?
June 17th.
June 17th. So we've got 6 months. 6 months to get your
Yeah.
50K. Let's do it.
I'm so ready.
Yo, I just got a lead in Punta Gorda, Florida, the condo. Anyone want to help me comp so I can get back on the phone with this guy? Nicole, reach out to Fayez. See if he can help you comp real quick. If he's not in the middle of something, he might be able to help you comp. He's really good. We might be doing like comping workshops or something like that with him on the takeaway. He's really, really good at comping. Yeah, Fayez, my cousin. Just be like, hey, I was on stream. Munif mentioned he threw your name out. He said you're an amazing comper. Just flatter him a little bit. He'll help you out. I bribe him with flattery and cheesecake and coffee. Those are things he likes. Oh my god, if you literally buy Fayez coffee, he will do anything for you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Good to yeah.
I'm gonna keep that as a
buy him some coffee. I'm the same way. Like I like Christina. Like I'm like anything Christina ever needs ever, I got her. No problem. So Fayez is coffee. Oh my gosh, coffee. Anyways, so Melissa, what are we doing here today?
We are gonna call some sellers today.
Call some sellers. What? We're gonna call some sellers. When was the last time we had seller calls on the takeaway? Forever ago. That's the answer. So let's call some sellers. I want you to lower my volume so you can't hear me because I'm gonna talk shit. I'm gonna be like, so lower my volume when you call so I can keep talking. I'm excited. Let's call some sellers.
Okay. So okay, I'm gonna lower your volume.
Yeah. Keep your volume on max, like so or whatever, right? Like you lower the volume from coming from the computer. Hit the mute button, but then make sure you're not muted so we can hear you.
Okay. 10-4. All right. And you can still hear me?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I can't.
I'm excited. I'm nervous now. I'm so nervous.
Tonight.
I feel like I'm making my first call on the takeaway.
All right, here we go.
Can you hear me? She can't hear me. I can talk. All right, we're going. We're live. We're doing it. Hi, Melissa.
You've been nonstop talking. Of like he's totally talking smack.
I'm talking shit. Melissa's the best. She works with us. She's one of our top closers. She is also one of our chief of staffs. She knocks shit out. She's amazing. She makes all of our SOPs. She is a brilliant real estate genius.
Reach Dan at 410-212-66.
Went straight to voicemail. I'm dialing again.
Melissa is a boss.
Dan at 410-212-6675.
Dan, get out of here, Dan.
Leave a message and I'll call you back as soon as I can.
This chick has no fear.
Triple dial
back to back.
You haven't dialed it unless you triple dialed.
Exactly. And closers don't have feelings, right, Melissa? She can't hear me. Closers don't have feelings.
Dan at 410.
Get out of here, Dan. What are you doing?
Leave a message and I'll call you back as soon as I can.
Hi, Dan. It's Melissa. We were texting back and forth yesterday. You told me to reach you around this time. So just following up on our conversation, feel free to give me a call back. Phone number is 661-755-0557. Thank you. Okay.
What a
we'll move on to the next one.
Such a nice voicemail. That's way better than I can do.
And we'll move on to the next one.
I'm excited. This is how it felt when you're in the Closers Olympics and you're just like waiting voicemail after voicemail after voicemail. You're just like, come on, give me a seller. Can you hear me?
I can.
All right, next one.
Move on to the next one. Let's go with Phil. 2, 3, 5.
I love those blue curtains.
Thanks.
I love them. That's my favorite shade of blue, and blue is my favorite color.
There you go.
Mute me. All right, she can't hear me. There it
Hey,
is.
Phil, it's Melissa. How you doing?
Hi, Melissa.
Oh, look at that! That report.
How was your Christmas?
Oh, pretty good.
Nice, nice. Well, it's been a minute since we talked. I know last time we had spoken probably about a month ago. We're talking about your property on 44th Street. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah, it rings a bell, but I'm not doing anything with it right now. My wife is in a nursing home probably for another month, so
Oh,
I'm not into that right now.
oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, gotcha. But and I just want to make sure I'm not bugging you. Are you still looking, to sell that property?
Yes, eventually.
Okay, okay. I hear you. I hear you. So it's probably best if I could give you a call back maybe in a month or so.
Yeah, that would probably be okay.
Gotcha, gotcha. Alrighty then. Well, you have a wonderful New Year's, and I will talk to you again soon.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Bye bye.
Hey, it was great.
Okay.
That was good. That was good stuff. Good like intro. I like the intro.
Okay.
I like the conversation. I like the small talk. I like so what this is. I'll give you a little bit of feedback. All right.
Yes.
Um,
Get critiques.
yeah. So I don't take everything I say with a grain of salt. I'm not like the expert in this or whatever. So what I would probably do is um, I would just see what's going on, like just a little bit. But that's just me. I just that's what I do when I do seller. I'm just like, is everything okay? Like, oh my gosh, like da, 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 da. And then I like to like relate it to the house, right? Like I like to go like, what's the guy's name? Jim? Was it Jim?
Phil.
Phil. Yeah, that's right, Phil.
Mhm.
Phil, yeah, man, like, dude, like, are you okay? Like, your wife's in the nursing home. Like, is she okay? How's that been? Just for a little bit. Not like we're not like, we're not his therapist, but just for a little bit, like just a little, just to see, right? He'll
Mhm.
tell us, like, yes, how's that been? Is that okay? Da, 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 da. And he'll go, oh yeah, blah, 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 blah. And then I like to relate it to the house, like, yeah, like that's a lot going on. So you don't want to make any decisions about the house right now, right? Like you're just not at a point right now where you want to make a decision about it, right? And he'll probably be like, yeah, no, not right now. And then I like to find out like what circumstance would happen in your life where you feel comfortable making a decision about it. Like I like to know like what
Mm,
happens in a month? Why a month? Why not 2 weeks? Why not tomorrow?
mm.
I just like to get that, like just for my own curiosity, right? Um,
No, that's so
You know
no,
what I
you're
mean? I'm
that's
just like,
so good.
what changes? Because like real talk, I could call back in a month and he'd be like, I'm just not ready, which is fine. I don't like to press people. I just want to know like what would make you feel ready, right? Like what is it? Like are you slammed with like medical bills or like what's just so I'm not bugging you every 4 weeks, um, and then I also care about you. Like I actually care like as much as I can about like what's going on in your life. Um, I don't say it like that, but they feel it from how I talk to them.
Mhm.
That's why I'm just like, what's going on? Like, how is your wife? That's why I asked. Like, oh, how is she? How is she holding up? How has that been for you? How are you holding up? Taking your wife to the nursing home is tough. That's like really tough, right? That's tough. You're married,
Yeah.
your wife, your spouse, your significant other. That means things are not going well, right? Like something bad
Yeah.
happens where you can't take care of your wife anymore. Like that's tough, right? So I like to just find out what's going on in somebody's life a little bit, so I can give a better solution, right? That's just me. Like, look, I'm not an expert by any means. That's just how I like to. It's because it does matter because it does affect his decision. He said it does, right? He's like, hey, my wife being in the nursing home does affect my ability to make a decision about this. So I like to see what's going on behind that curtain a little bit, but might not be your style, right? Some people just are like, you know what, I don't want to get into people's stuff. Totally okay, totally. So take my feedback with a grain of salt.
Oh no, that's really good, and I know that's something that I need to work on. Um, because like sometimes my nervousness gets to the best of me, and I'm like, like, okay, I don't want to bug you too much, and then like you
Yeah,
want to
but you're not
save.
bugging. So you're not bugging them, right? Because you're giving them money. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? How much are you bugging?
you're right.
Hey Melissa, how are you? Hi, how are you doing? Melissa, how are you? How's your day going?
Great,
I want to give you
great.
some money. Would you like some money?
Of course.
I don't want to bug you though. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, bug me.
I
Please
should
bug
go.
me.
You're probably busy, right? I just have
No.
like six figures of money, like hundreds of thousands of dollars of money. I want to give, but you know what? I probably caught you at a bad time, right? That's really what's going on, right?
Mhm.
So you're not bugging them. If they make you feel like you're bugging them, they're probably not motivated. They probably don't want your money. If you don't want your money, what are they doing, right? Anyways,
Yes.
next call.
Okay. Next call.
Make sure you mute me, or not mute me, but deafen me or
Yeah,
whatever.
I'll lower your volume.
Because I'm gonna talk some shit. I'm just joking.
God damn. Okay.
Get some water. I have a water dispenser for the people who don't know. I get water delivery because Arlington City tap water will kill you.
Hello.
Hi, Gary. It's Melissa. How you doing?
Yes.
Hey, did I catch you at a bad time?
No.
Okay, wonderful. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of follow up on your property on Briarwood Lane.
Yes.
So I spoke back with my team, and I know the 270 that you're looking for. Um, we're not we're we're honestly not close to that. I just want to be upfront and honest with you as a cash buyer.
Okay.
Yeah, because 270 is around, that's about retail price, right? And so, kind of as describing before, our main way of purchasing properties is, we come in and we get them below retail so we could come in and flip them to 2022 standards. Um, so I know, unfortunately, I'm not close to that, but I still do want to help you out, and I do believe your best bet would be to go onto the market. Um, is there a reason why you don't want to sell on the market?
Well, why should I pay somebody 10% to sell it? I can sell it myself and split the 5% with myself and the buyer.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Um,
And the market value for that thing is 3.25.
three.
I mean, at 270, I'm just about 80 years old, and that's the reason I'm selling it. But it's the best property. It's close to school. It's got 2-stall garage. It's got everything you need with it. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms.
Mhm.
It's a perfect property.
I want to talk to
Three
this.
and a quarter. Are you seeing that are you seeing that around the area?
Pardon me?
The 3.25. Are you seeing that in the area?
3.25 is, yeah, that's a going price.
Interesting. I know that's what we must be doing different maths. That's not what we're seeing in the area. I do acknowledge that 270 is right around the retail price, but I do think that you should give it a shot going the FISBO route for sale by owner.
I appreciate that. But thank
Yeah.
you for calling.
No, yeah, of course.
All right. So Matt says Matt says, Manif, you should share your screen and write notes so Melissa could see them. I did that with Fias. It was super helpful.
Okay.
I could totally, I'm totally down to do that. That's a question for you, Melissa. For me, it stresses me the fuck out. If I'm like, because during the closers Olympics, I was doing live calls and people were sharing notes with me. They're like, do this, do that. And I was like, no, and I exited the screen. But maybe would you like me to do that? It really depends on if that's something you would like. Or do you like just the feedback you're getting? Just take a call on your own, right? And then get feedback. How do you like it?
Let's try the notes thing.
Let's try the notes thing. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So, hold on.
Yeah, with that, like, I was thinking about pitching like creative, but then
no. He's not motivated. He's not. Look.
Yeah, like whenever someone wants to like sell their house, like go the FSBO route, I feel like you always need to just let them just do that.
Yeah. So this is what I would have done. All right. So let's before I start sharing all this stuff. Hold on. Okay, great. This is what I want. First of all, you didn't have rapport, right? So let's use the Sandler sales method, right? You went straight into budget, right? Which I know you've talked to him before, right? But every phone call, I treat it like it's new, even though they have rapport. Like I don't have to spend much time in every compartment, but I still do it. So I would have been like, what's this guy's name? Not Phil. What was this guy's name? It wasn't Phil. It was Greg. Gary. Gary. Fucking Gary. So I would have been like, Gary, what's up, man? How you doing, dude? Because he was like if you listen to the call, he was like, yes, no, yes. You got to break that. Like you're not gonna get anywhere with that because he's like not giving you anything, right? So I'd be like, dude, how was your Christmas, man? Like before, I'm calling at the property, but like, how was Christmas? How are you, dude? Are you doing okay? Your family okay? Whatever. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm gonna say, right? Sometimes I'm like, oh, I just had some coffee, blah blah blah. I don't know what I'm gonna say, but I like to just a little bit of like whatever, small talk. And then their tone just changes a little bit. Right? They're just like, oh, like, hey man, so like, what are you trying to accomplish with this property? It's like, let's get into pain. Let's get into pain a little bit. What was his pain?
He's on the older side. He's like pushing 80. He wants to. This is an investment property, and he wants to offload it. Doesn't want to. Like the tenants are actually good tenants.
Yeah, they're good tenants.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to be a landlord anymore.
And I just remind him, like, hey, like, remind me, like, why are you trying to sell this again? What are you trying to accomplish? And he'll be like, oh, blah blah. He'll say that, and I'll go, well, look, man, like, like, why, and you did go there. Like, I'll give you that. Like, you went there with the realtor. Like, I like that. If you saw me, I was like doing one of these with the realtor, and he was like, hey, why should I pay somebody 10%? Which is, as soon as somebody's like, why should I pay someone to do an amazing service for me, that they're not motivated, right? Somebody doesn't want to pay a realtor to list their property so they can get more money. Come on, right? Realtors are amazing. Like they do really good work. So that tells me, I'm like, so I would be like, validate. Like, oh yeah, like you shouldn't, right? Like, okay, so like you should list this. Like, what's stopping you from just sticking a sign out and seeing the best offer you can get? Because I think the person who's going to live in the house is going to pay you way more than an investor, right? And then they're going to go, yeah, I'm going to go do that, right? And then you can't really, there's no pain. Because then I could ask, what happens if you don't sell? What happens if 4 or 5 months go by and you just don't sell the house? I like to ask that. They say nothing. You go, great. Oh my gosh, when should I check up on you? Right? And then that's your follow-up. Like there is no follow-up set for this, which he's like, bye. Which is fine. You can always call him back in a couple months to see where he's at. But I love just going like, hey, like, when should I check up on you? Just in case things don't work out and you just don't get the offers you like. Like, I just want to be a second or third option for you just to have, right? And look, let me be honest with you, Gary. I might not be able to buy it then anyways, because I do multiple projects at a time. And so my money, I spend it and I'll fix and flip a house. And sometimes I'm very cash rich. Sometimes I'm very cash poor. So, hopefully When I call you, I'm pretty cash heavy, and I can buy it, but no promises. But I'll check in with you to see where you're at, right? People like that. They're like, yeah, sure, why not? And then you set an appointment, and that's how you do these follow ups. This guy's a long term follow up, right? You don't pitch seller finance right now. I wouldn't.
No. Okay.
No, I wouldn't. He has to feel the hurt first, right?
Yeah, like he has to, like he wouldn't accept.
No, he'd be like, get the F out of my face. But let's say he's solicit and you have a relationship with them and you're like, look, man, like what's going on? Like you're not making any money. And then there's gonna be a moment because he'll either get defensive and go blah blah blah, or he'll go and have a deep sigh, and then you're in, and he'll go, well, I don't know. We can go, look, this is my cash, and he'll be like, no, cash doesn't work. Like, hey man, look, you're 80 years old. Like, what would you do with the money anyways? Now you're in budget. You're in budget now, and you can go. They'll go, I don't know. Live off of it. Okay, great. What happens after, like what happens to the money after you pass? Do you have grandkids? Who's it going to? Right? You can only have these conversations when you have enough rapport. Then he'll go, well, I have heirs, whatever. Go, great. Look, man, I can actually give you full price. I do this all the time. I did this for another seller, but I have to make payments to you. And once you're gone, the payments go to your family. That's something I can do. That's how you can start terms, right? But they have to have a pain threshold where they'll do it, man. Like if they think they can just put a sign out in front of their yard and someone's going to give them whatever, 270, 280, whatever the hell he thought it was worth, then he's going to say, I would do that and get all my money right now than you giving me payments over 30 years. Like people are not going to want to take payments. People who win the lottery don't even want payments. People who literally had nothing, no millions of dollars, they win the lottery and they're like, you could have 2 million over 10 years, or you can have 700K today. And they go, dude, 700K all day, right? People they're not really good at the big picture, thinking long term. So there has to be enough pain for them to want to do something like seller finance or terms or something like that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
That was a long-winded explanation of he was not
yeah. But I'm down to do the notes. Let's see if I like it.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. Fuck. All right. Let's do it. Share screen. Window notes. All right. Can you see my notes screen? Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. Great. All right. Hi, I'm Melissa. All right. You can see that. I don't want to do all my notes this big. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I'm doing this. Don't trip out. I'm doing this. Hold on. Trying to. Okay, all right. We got this. All right. Go ahead.
All right. Perfect.
I did this. I had a full ass phone conversation back when I was coughing really bad. I couldn't speak. I had a full ass phone conversation with Melissa. I was texting her while she was talking to me on the phone. This feels similar to that.
All right.
Are you ready?
All right. Lowered your volume. We'll call the next one. 3, 1, 2.
Your call has been forwarded to an. forwarded to an automatic voice message. Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 54.
Triple dialed, but I'm gonna go on to the next one.
All right. I forgot I'm allowed to speak. I got so caught up in typing. So guys, how do you guys feel about watching Melissa call sellers? Is this something you guys like? Do you guys want to see more of Melissa call sellers and me give feedback? Let me know in the comments. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Yes, more of this. Love this. I just need one person. Thank you. Oh, Nicole likes it too. Amazing. That's double the amount of people. That's actually 2 more than I needed. I was gonna do this anyways, but thank you. Pick up the phone.
6. Sorry.
Sorry we missed your call. Thank you for calling. Please leave a message.
Is that like a child?
It really did. Oh, not picking up.
I'm doing my 3rd dial.
Yeah.
See.
Hey,
Hi, is this Alon?
Vicky,
Hi, Alon. This is Melissa. How are you doing?
I'm well, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So I'm actually calling about your property on Payson Street. Looks like you were texting my partner back and forth about potentially selling it. Is that still the case?
I don't know, which several people come after that. But yeah, it's on the market, yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. And did I catch you at a bad time?
Oh, no. You're okay, fine.
Okay. And I'm sorry, did you say that it was on the market?
Oh, yes, it is for sale, that's for sure. Somebody brings some cash, I'm going to sell it.
Oh, but oh, so you're listed with the realtor?
No.
Oh, okay. So you're just selling it on your own.
Yes, whoever comes. The first come, first serve, yes.
Gotcha. Awesome. Amazing. Well, if you don't mind kind of catch me up to speed, what's got you into selling right now?
Well, I got several other properties, just don't have the time to put in it right now, and a lot of people are interested. Why not selling?
Oh, okay. You don't have time to put money into it. Is that what you said?
I don't have the time to put in it right now because I'm doing some other projects.
Oh, okay. I hear you. So, how much more do you think it needs to be put into it?
Well, I would say really quite a bit. I would say good about 25,000 because they went in there. It's like a rock right now. Some guys broke into it,
Ugh.
get their sex, and then left some
Oh my gosh.
smoke in there. And then by the time fire department comes, they love to make mess. They make a huge mess in it. Water all over the break the windows and all, etc.
Oh my.
So
Holy.
yeah, that's the situation
Wow.
it's in right now.
Oh my
But
gosh.
it's a diamond in the rough. It's a great property. It's the only property in the area. 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, jacuzzi in the master bedroom, and 1-car garage, 3-bedroom kitchen. It's the only one in the area. And the market is great right now. Everybody's looking. Just don't have the time. If
Yeah.
I can put a little money in there, bring my Latinos in there, get in there, I can change the situation real quick, but I don't have the time to put it in right now. No.
No, I hear you. Oh my gosh. So tell me more about the break-in. What happened?
No, they broke into there. I had a little report from people across the street. They said they were going there and have sex and stuff.
Oh.
Whatever. And then from there, smoking their weed and stuff, and they left some smoke in there. Once you see smoke,
Wow.
when the government come, they break. they make a huge mess.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, sounds like Las Vegas all over again in your in your apartment. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry to hear that. That must be a headache to deal with. Were they like squatters?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
Pretty much. Based on what they told me, yes.
Wow. Are they gone now? Do you need help?
Oh no, they've been gone. Just I was so pissed off. I said,
Yeah.
let's leave it alone for a minute. So yeah. But until the market change around, people love the area. They're just buying it. I said, okay.
Yeah.
Who knows? The way I can never get the money that I put in there. I have maybe $60,000 in there.
Oh my
There's
gosh.
no way I'll ever get that money back. So I just entertain. I'm just entertaining offers, whatever they bring in, and see I can get some cash. I'm gonna let it go. Yeah, that's it. That's the position right now.
Wow. Yeah, that must be frustrating. I would also be pissed as well, especially with all that time, energy, and money you put into it.
Yeah, I slept in the place. I had finished it.
Oh wow.
I put the master bed. I put a bedroom in there, living room. Jacuzzis, and I had the AC, central heat, and I actually spent a weekend there. But there it is. I wish I had rented. I didn't want to rent that place. If I had rented, that wouldn't happen.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. We've I've dealt with folks that had a similar experience where it's so unfortunate how people disrespect properties
Well, they
and
do. Broke in there,
yeah.
stole the AC units and take the chandelier and
They
take
stole the AC?
refrigerator and whatever.
They took wow. And people don't realize how hard it is to put something back on the market, especially if it's
for sure.
trashed. And oh my gosh, did you say they stole the AC?
Well, they stole the AC unit in the back. They took that. Yeah, I mean, I had a report from there from the police department.
Oh my
From the
gosh!
fire, they took this and they took that, and they
Wow.
said, "Sir, your place, people were there, have their appointment, a little appointment, their boyfriend and girlfriend, go and have sex."
Ugh, oh my goodness gracious!
Right in the back. I said, "Oh shit! You find a free place to get sex, and on top of that, you smoking that too."
Wow. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Boy.
I'm so sorry to hear that. It sounds like this house might need a full gut.
Need a full bath. I love the way you put it, though. That's cool. I just love the way you put it. Definitely need a full bath.
Well, let me ask you this.
I ain't gonna laugh. You make me laugh. I love you just for that. Because I didn't have to pay for that laugh.
No problem. The laugh is free.
Oh boy.
So what kind of other offers are you getting?
Actually, I'll be honest with you now. You just called me right now, about 5 minutes ago. I got like 2 people called. I just give them my email. They said they're gonna swing back there on Wednesday. They're gonna swing back there, and after that they will send me an email. They will send me an offer. I said, blah 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 on the phone doesn't do anything to me. You get my email. If you're interested, send me an email. Send me an offer. I entertain and get right back to you. That's what I told
Okay, but what would make you happy? What would you want to walk away with?
him. I don't know. You ask all the good questions. I just don't losing all the money. I can't get that money.
Well,
I
let's.
never get that money back. But I don't know. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
Make me an offer, and take a look at it. Make me an offer, and then, like I said, I entertain. So I can make a couple dollars. Yes.
Gotcha. Do you owe anything else on the property?
No.
Okay, so you own it free and clear. I mean, I'd love to make you an offer, but is there a range that would make you happy? I don't want to waste your time if I have to, go to my team, formulate an offer, and it's not even a number that you even would want to have a second call with.
I don't know. Like I said, just make me an offer. Get me a cash offer, and then grab it, and we'll talk later.
Gotcha. And how soon are you trying to get rid of this? ASAP?
ASAP. To work today, tomorrow, before 2022, after 2022.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm not saying that houses right around there, and I know given the condition you just described, I'm not saying that this is our offer. I still have to go back to my team and just really confirm.
She's got it. She's good.
But I know, houses in that area are probably offering around like $5,000. Is that something that you would even entertain?
No, I wouldn't entertain that.
Okay, got it.
Me, I can say I'll never get that back. I get 57, about 650. I'm just reading the number. 57,000. Never get that. Unless I fix it, I can get that. No question about that. But no, that's what I get in the property itself. They messed it up. It was well nice. Century, the way I made that up and up, went over the garage, put a big master bedroom, master bath. That's a nice place when it's finished. 3 bedroom, 2.5 bath in the car garage.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So let me ask you this: Are you trying to use the proceeds of this one to use for your other properties?
Yes. Okay.
Sorry,
Okay.
Was that yes?
I know. I didn't hear you, man.
Oh.
I don't. It's not feeling too good. I'm here. Get a greeting problem. Yes. Let's talk a bit later. I'm here.
Oh, okay. Oh no. What I was asking is, are you trying to use the proceeds of this one to, help you fund your other projects?
No, not really. I've got financing in place, but I just don't have the time
to deal with this
that right now. Out to speak. So I'm working a big project in Colorado. It's a 50,000 square foot warehouse.
Okay, gotcha. And in those other properties, do you have any others that you're looking to sell at this time?
Yeah, I got a building in DC, but that's $2 million.
Oh, you're looking to sell that one?
Yeah, so at some point, like a seven condo in Capitol Hill.
Oh, okay, gotcha. And probably roughly around when are you looking to sell that one?
Probably maybe for spring. It's coming spring. And I don't mean to cut you off. My daughter is having breathing problems. Let me call you. We can talk a bit later.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes. Don't worry.
Okay, she's on the machine. She's on the machine now.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes. Take it.
Hey, Melissa.
I don't know if you caught that, but
no, 7,500. Where is this
his
house?
daughter
Why are we
was having
calling?
breathing problems?
Oh, well, so I'm
Oh
sorry.
my God, that sounds serious.
That sounds really bad.
Hold on, let me find the volume button. Okay.
Wait, where is this house?
This is in Baltimore. It's one. Yeah.
Whose lead is this?
Trevor.
Trevor. No, we're not.
It's one of those like it's really like
Did you
cheap.
see? Is it one of the houses on the street where there's like all the other houses are just like
That looks like a
destroyed?
war zone.
Yeah, is it a war zone?
Yes.
We have to stop. We're not doing this anymore because like look, it's hard. These war zone houses, like these guys want so much. We want really actually now that I'm here, now that we're looking at it, you know what I mean? We're not gonna accept leads anymore if the MAO is under 50K. Like it's just not like there's no spread, right? Yeah, so Matt, what do you think about Matt's our integrator. So Matt, what do you think about this? Do we just say like do we just have a minimum ARV going forward? Because like look, like how the hell do we negotiate, right? Like why spend time calling sellers and marketing to areas where the ARV is, you know, 50K?
Do you think buyers will pick up? Well, unless Trevor wants to pick it up and sell.
No, I know Trevor doesn't want to buy it.
Okay. But
so
if there's
Trevor, no.
I mean, it sounds like a lot of pain. I know he didn't like
right. It's just
accept.
no, I mean it's 7 condos. It's like a portfolio deal. We might bring it to Jason. It is worth looking into it, but like I don't want look, we have a certain amount of bandwidth, right, as a wholesaling company. So this is not nothing. I think that call went well. We don't really want to go after those kind of leads, in my opinion, because the commodity that we are now trading once we have it under contract is not a good commodity, right? And now we're like, look, selling it at 10% markup, right, to a buyer, or 20% markup to a buyer at 7K is like you make $2,000, right? But if you have another house in another market, that a percentage markup can be $20,000. Right. So why will we go after these war zone properties in Baltimore? Maybe a buyer will pay us 10 for it. Right. The seller wants 50. We'll give them 7. Like that's a huge disparity. So we're probably.
He was saying that like I put 50K into it.
I know
I'm never going to get it.
He
back.
might want 20. Right. But still, like just really fighting with them. We're like, I've done these before. It's kind of like Detroit. It's kind of like some of these areas where there are war zones. It's like your assignment fees are like $4,000, $5,000. It's like, girl, we could be in Jacksonville, Florida. We could be in Memphis, Tennessee. We could be in these areas and cities where our assignment fees are 50, 60 grand. It's the same amount of work. It's the same amount of work. Way more money. Why should we go after these war zones? Property says it's on auction on Zillow. Bidding starts later. Yeah, this guy. Oh, bidding ended. So I don't even know if he owns the house. So, but that's amazing. Let's dissect the call, right? Let's dissect. First of all, let me ask you: did you like the notes?
Yeah, I really liked it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, I'll do them. I feel like I'm overwhelming you when I'm doing. I personally get overwhelmed.
No, it helped me a lot. I like it.
Okay, great. We'll do those. You did good. He had a great rapport. Yeah, that was fun for sure. That was fun. We had great rapport. Tyra's like the notes were awesome.
Yeah, it's a whole that's crazy. That just sex, love, and drugs and mayhem.
It's Baltimore. It's in a war zone. I'm not surprised. I'm like, where the hell is this? I'm like, is this Cleveland? No, this is Baltimore. Which, yeah, we don't want to go for those. I mean, like there are some good areas in Baltimore, like Dundalk, great area, right? Inner city Baltimore, probably not as good. I don't want to touch them. Yeah, and that's like definitely a full gut job. There's literally nothing in the house, and the ceilings are all rotted and falling through the like. We don't like look. I don't even know if we want to dispo this if we got it for free. Like, I'm serious. I don't know. So it's like we're doing it. So like let them know on your follow-up. Like, look, man, like I looked at the house, like it's trash. Like you're screwed. Like
yeah.
Was this guy's name? What was the seller's name? It wasn't Tyra.
It was not that. It was Alond.
Wait, $69?
Oh, 69.
So I think this is my job, right? My job is to make sure the leads we're getting from our JV partners, because anyone can submit leads to us, but we want to make sure they're in good markets that the leads are people worth talking to. He would be like, let's say his house was worth I don't know, 150K. A buyer would pay 150K for it. Maybe ARV is like 300. Say he wants like 180, right? And we're like, ooh, we could have 4, 5, 6, 15 conversations with them and get it at 150 or 140, and sell it and sign it for 25 grand, 20 grand, right? That's great. That's a slam dunk, right? But if we're doing the same amount of work to make 4K, 3K, it's like, what are we doing? Why are we doing this? Why? Let's not do it. Let's not do it. Let's spend the same amount of work and make more money. We all make more money if we do a little bit more intelligently. I've never been, but it doesn't really compare to Detroit. There's so many deals happening in Detroit, but it's similar. Baltimore is similar. Block by block is very different. And like when you get to the inner city, I mean, look, you got houses for like $2 grand, $3 grand, right? And the assignment fees for those are really small per house. Like you can buy a whole portfolio there for like 20 grand, 30 grand. It's not worth it. I really like, I've done Detroit. It's just like, I've had somebody, even in Flint, Michigan too. I've actually had a JV partner who sent us Detroit leads, and they were just like, it's like, look, the commodity that you're selling, it's low value, right? I would rather flip, if I'm flipping Pokemon cards, I'd rather flip rare Pokemon cards than common Pokemon cards, right? That's just my thing. I'd rather flip, if I go to garage sales, I'd rather flip high money items than low money items because I can do the same amount of transactions and make more money doing one. So that's just how I look at business, right? So I think we're probably going to have, you know what we should kind of do?
What?
When like these calls come in, before we even call, maybe we should improve our processes and just do a quick and dirty comp like on Zillow or something and just like check out the house real quick before we call. And if it's like one of these, we're just like, we kick it back to the JV lead and like, nah, like let's not, because I would rather, like, it was cool. We learned a lot. It was a great call, right? But I'd rather use that energy on a different conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So let's
that little step is in our SOP. Make sure you can get an MAO. Because if you can't, then there's probably no comps.
Correct. So before we call, right? But then, you know, what we'll do is let's just get rid of anything like under a certain MAO. We just won't even. I don't know what that number is.
It was 7,500, the MAO that I had.
I know that's terrible.
Question.
Yes.
What I do as like a litmus test to try to see if they're okay with a certain price. Like, did you like the line where I was like,
yeah,
I'm not saying art offer, but other cash investors.
No, yeah, that's good. You know who does that? Steven Morales does that, and he's one of the best closers I personally know. Steven Morales, he was in the Closers Olympics. That's his like bread and butter. He's like, hey, I'm not saying this is my offer, but I just see a house. He'll just say an address. He'll be like, on 2228 Street, it's right next to yours, sold for blah blah blah, and then he just straight up like anchors them, right? It's amazing. That's a good one. That's a really good way. Okay. I don't do it. I do it. It just depends on how I feel. I'm not like a very, I'm not really a good technical salesperson. Like the best technical salespeople, there are two. Like I love actually three. Well, the two most technical salespeople I know are Max Jimenez and Steve Morales. They're so technical. Right? RJ is more like instinct. Like he's got those killer instincts that are really laser focused. Whereas Max and Steven Morales, they're so freaking technical. Like they're like freaking machines. Those guys, if you ever watch them talk to sellers, go like watch them. They're really good. And they like Steven is one of my personal favorite closers of all time. And he's like, go watch him on the Closers Olympics, and he streams his seller calls, and he's like a Marine with a gun, and he just like shoots. He's like a soldier. He like goes in and he just shoots, and it's like never freaking misses. And it's the same script. It's the same thing every time, but he just closes deals and closes deals and closes deals. I can't do that. For me, it drives me crazy. If I have the same conversation twice, I go crazy. So I'm not suited for that. I'm not like technically that good. Right. That's why I say like take what I say with a grain of salt. Technically, I'm not very good. what I'm good at is I'm just good with people, and I can just usually relate really well, and I'm just pretty relatable on the phone, and I can either push them one way or another, and I have those things going for me, right? So when you ask me that, like, hey, did I do a good job at that? That was great. It was a great price anchoring. I really liked it. You didn't offend anybody. It's gonna take more and more and more follow-ups with this guy, but I don't think that's worth your time. I think we shouldn't take leads like this.
Just for that that other 7-unit deal that he
You
had.
can. That's a cool one. You can be like, look, man, your Baltimore property's fucked. But
I'll say it just like that. Just kidding.
yeah, you can. I've done it. I've literally, my last seller call I did, I was like, bro,
I saw that one.
you saw it? I was like, dude, fuck them. He was like, yes. So I was like, yes. But that's like that's what I like to do. I like to be relatable. It's fun for me. And I have to enjoy it. If I'm not enjoying it, if I'm not having fun, I'm like, I may as well just go back to cybersecurity because it's like, this is fun for me. So yeah, Matt says Detroit is seeing a huge amount of gentrification. I think Baltimore's at the same pace. Yeah, I agree. So the 7-unit condo, like, you can. I know I live like 5 minutes from Capitol Heights in DC. I literally live like right here. It's cool. We can do something, but like, it also depends. Like, why is he selling that? Does he want cash? Does he want terms? If he wants terms, we can turn it in an Airbnb. That could be cool, right? We could do that. Like, we could do Airbnbs all day here, but it depends on what his situation is and all that. But you can follow up for those. I wouldn't do the Baltimore stuff. He likes you. He'll pick up your calls. He'll remember you. Keep at it for that one. All right.
You got it.
What's one takeaway you learned, Melissa?
It's okay to dig a little deeper. You're not bugging them because you're giving them money. So I got to think about it that way. Like, I'm here at your doorstep to give you money. Like, am I bothering you? Type thing.
Right.
And it's okay to, I'm gonna look back at this and just like literally like practice some of the lines you said that I liked. It was like, oh my gosh, I forgot exactly how you said it. I need to go back.
I don't
to, like,
remember. I don't even remember if you were to ask me how I would say something, because no two conversations are the same.
But like asking a little bit about his wife in the nursing home, like, oh my gosh, like, how's that been? Stuff like that. Because that really helps, especially for that helps for the close, right?
Yes.
Like that's where I'm like trying to really transition. I'm getting better at closing, but there's this inflection point of like people are like become really good lead managers, right? And then there's this like bridge to get to like being like a good closer. And I think it's those tweaks that you're talking about.
Yeah, there's a moment where you're just like, you like feel it. Like, so I'm not a good technical salesperson, but I can just like feel like let's make a decision together. Let's do it. Like, you know what I mean? Where I'm just like we're both ready. We're like, you want to just do this? They're like, yeah, let's do it. I'm like, all right, if I like get paperwork, like, are we good? They're like, yeah. That's what we do, right? But I don't know. That's like a really good question. Like, I like to create senses of urgency for my closings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling Matt, right? Like, I like to create a sense of urgency with everything I do, like in life, right? Like, like for example, if I'm like, bro, I called my friend Danny up. I'm like, bro, do you want to go to the movies? He's like, I don't know. I will tell him. I'll be like, hey man, like, look, I'm free today. I love you. I'd go to the movies with you anytime, but I'm free today. I don't know the next time I'm gonna be free. I just don't know, but totally fine. You don't want to go. He'll want to go. He'll be like, all right, fuck it, let's go. Right. And I just do that because it's true. And it's true. Look, sense of urgency with a seller is a mindset thing, because you don't know if you're going to be able to buy his house later. What if we don't buy? What if we just completely shift gears and we're like, we're moving markets to better markets? We won't. If they're like, hey, will you buy my house? We might be like, no. We're like, no, we're sorry, we're not in that market. Someone else can buy it. but not us, right? Maybe we refer the lead. I've done that before with like, I'm just too busy, right? Maybe our business moves somewhere. Maybe we're doing other things. You don't know. You don't even know if you're going to be alive in 3 months. I know, not to be morbid, right? So I like to let sellers know, like, hey, like, I'm good to buy now, but I might not be later, right? Because things happen.
Mhm.
And I like to let them know that. And it just makes them think, like, yeah, like, I don't have forever, right?
Mhm.
And that's our biggest negotiation point that sellers don't have that we have. We have something called time. Sellers don't have time.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Totally. 100%.
The biggest negotiation tool and the biggest piece of leverage you will always have in any negotiation you go to is your ability to walk away.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Yes. No, totally.
Awesome. Anything else you need from me, Melissa?
No, thank you so much for bringing me on. I hope we could do this on a weekly basis.
I would love to.
Sweet.
Guys, if you liked what Melissa did, who she came on the takeaway with her own leads to call sellers for us live and get feedback and criticism live for your knowledge and for your ability to learn from her. If you liked what she did, please shout her out. Please tag her on Facebook. Make a post. Take a screenshot of this and pour some simple syrup on Melissa. Please, please, please. We're not doing sugar anymore, by the way. After our conversation with Ralph, we don't pour sugar on people anymore. So please pour some simple syrup on Melissa. That sounds weird. Please pour some love on Melissa on Facebook. Yeah, there we go. Monk fruit. Please pour some monk fruit on Melissa.
Monk fruit.
Great job, Melissa. Yes, amazing. And just let her know how awesome she is, so she comes back and does it again. Thank you. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you. I love you. I got to go as well. Bye.